Hi, I'm Keith.
And I'm Aaron, and this is Destination Whiskey. On today's episode, we're going to try these three whiskeys.
And we're going to let you know what we think.
All right, so we have these three whiskeys.
They all happen to be from Kentucky.
Is that planned, Keith?
Nope. I just picked them up at the store.
All right. So I think we're going to do this from your left to your right.
And it just so happens that the way we set them up is it's going to go from cheapest to most expensive. Although there's not a whole lot of difference in price. $7 separates the price of all these. This one was $25. This one was $29. And this one was $32. Now that's the price here in North Texas.
And if you've seen our first video, you know that these are right in the price range that we've been talking about. So
this is in our wheelhouse.
Yeah, well, so Keith, let's start with the first.
We're going to start with Buffalo Trace. Probably a lot of you are familiar with this. It's a very popular whiskey, bourbon. We should mention that too. I think we forgot to say these two are bourbons, and that one's actually a blended whiskey. Mm-hmm. So we got two bourbons and a blended. We'll go with the bourbons first. Aaron?
Thank you.
So we're going to try to act like semi-experts and look at this. We have gone to tastings and learned a little bit about what to do in tastings. Again, we're not really experts, but we like to play one on YouTube, I guess, sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm getting the caramel out of that, I believe. So there was an initial bite for me on that.
Yeah, roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
That's where it ended.
Right.
Kind of started on the sides a little bit.
But you remember the one tasting, what they told us is that first sip, you almost have to get your palate ready for it.
It's true.
You're going to get that. So it's really the second sip that's going to give you the true flavor.
Yes.
So let's take that second sip. Yeah, much smoother. I like this.
Yeah.
This is a good whiskey.
Yeah. Now, as far as notes and all of that, I don't know what I taste in this one, other than it has you can tell it's been an oak cask, right?
It's got that oakiness to it, sure. Little bit of smoky.
Yes,
but not a lot.
I don't taste very much sweetness in this one.
No, maybe a hint, but it's good though. I like it.
It is. And the point you made about that first taste is not the real one, because now I can feel the smoothness in this one now.
You lost the burn. The burn went away. Yeah. But this is a winner to me. I would try this.
I would too.
So
absolutely.
Great. And now for a quick palate cleanse.
Now, if you have some ideas for palate cleanse, you can throw some suggestions our way.
Yeah, we're just using water today, but if there's something that works better, let us know. Tell us what you think about Buffalo Trace. Is this one you like? Have you had it before? We're mostly into sipping whiskey too. We don't mix a lot. If we're mixing whiskey, there's no reason to buy expensive whiskey, in my opinion. You get the cheap stuff and mix it because you just need that little kick in there. But if you're sipping, you want something good.
I think so. Although I have seen some videos of some guys making old fashions with some pretty expensive stuff, which seems counterintuitive.
And I think that's because in an old fashioned, most of the glass is whiskey. Whereas if you're drinking a bourbon and Coke, most of your glass is Coke.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
So I think maybe that's where that differentiation comes in there.
All right.
Maybe not.
We ready for the second?
Let's try the second one. This is what's a 1792.
1792.
Which is the year Kentucky was joined the United States. That's why it's called 1792. So interesting fact. I don't smell as much on this one as I did on the last one.
Mm-mm. It has a lighter nose. I guess that's the.
Hmm.
It's interesting. It's.
Wow.
I get a little sweetness to this one, kind of in the middle, if that makes sense.
Yeah. In this one, I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm actually getting a little bit more burn. Not a lot. I mean, it's subtle, if at all.
I didn't really get. I guess a little bit of burn, but
Yeah,
not
just
much.
just
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
little. I
Which
mean, just
makes
enough to set it apart from this one is all I'm saying. There's
gotcha.
almost none there on the second sip. On this second sip, it was still there a little bit.
I think it's pretty good though. I'd buy
This
it.
is good too.
I'd buy it again.
This is, you know, I'm a whiskey on the rocks kind of guy. I like to have a gentleman cube. I like to be cold. But when I'm tasting it for the first time, I always try it neat to get that full flavor. And I think this one will be really good with a rock in it. I really think this will be really good. I think it'll be a little bit better than it is neat.
I got a couple of those for later. A couple of rocks, I should say,
Okay.
and they actually fit in this glass.
Oh, wow. I have some that won't fit in this glass. Okay.
I would get this one again too.
Absolutely. That's a, I mean, and at the price point of $29 for a fifth, in a fancy looking little bottle here.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll dress up anybody's bar, right? It's very good. I'm kind of surprised that so far 2 out of 3 were really good. I mean,
So
on a
far.
scale of 1 to 10, again considering the price point, I'd put these 7s or 8s.
Yeah, yeah. All
Now
right.
this last one's a little interesting one. Let's talk about this last one for a second. First of all, it's blended. It's
It
not
is.
bourbon.
It is blended. And so that last class we went to, it was a company that all of their whiskeys were blended.
Right. They didn't distill their own whiskey at all.
Yeah, which was interesting. I thought.
And that was Jefferson.
Yes.
Jefferson whiskeys. I know they made bourbon, used bourbon. They didn't make it. They used bourbon and they used rye for sure. I don't know if they did other ones or not.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, by being blended, it's you're taking 2 different batches,
At least 2.
right? And it could be different ages,
Right.
right? So we'll see what we'll see what this tastes like.
The other thing I wanted to mention on this one was this was a collaboration between Buffalo Trace and
Chris Stapleton,
Chris Stapleton, the country singer.
the smoothest Tennessee whiskey guy.
There you go. So
I like that song.
here's to you, Chris. Thanks for
Collaborating.
in bringing us something to try. Wow.
Can it smell smooth? It smells smooth.
It does. I don't smell anything hardly. Now, if you watched our first video, you know that maybe you don't. I can't remember if I said this in the first video or not. Anyway, my nose is hit or miss. Sometimes I can smell things other people can't smell. Sometimes people say, "Can't you smell that?" I'm like, "Nope, I don't smell anything." So
Yeah, and
I have a hard time with that.
yeah, and I'm struggling these days because allergies are a bear right now.
But yeah, I really don't smell a lot in this one at all. Oh, but it's smooth.
I told you I smell the smoothness. It is. Did you get any burn? I didn't get any burn.
Not even on the first sip.
We didn't talk about proof, so did we?
Proof? Oh, the proofs. Yeah, we'll cover that in a
Okay.
second.
Okay.
I guess we did forget about that. We'll cover some more details about these in a second. But this one, this is my favorite. I was going to say that for later, but I can't. This is my favorite. It's smooth.
Yep.
It's got good flavor. and I'm not sure what that flavor is, what those flavor notes are. I think there's a vanilla in there somewhere,
There's something
but it's subtly blended together.
it's kind of hitting the front of my. There's a certain something that's hitting the front of the roof of my mouth. I don't know what that is.
I don't know, but I may have to have more of this one. Yeah, I'm impressed. That's good. So let's go back and talk about these. The Buffalo Trace. Um, First and foremost, it's just a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It is 45% alcohol, so it's 90 proof, and it's just your typical bourbon whiskey. It's a very good bourbon whiskey, and the price point at $25 for this bottle is great. I mean, that's what we talked about, right? Is a really good whiskey at a really good price. There you go, Buffalo Trace. That's a winner.
You know, if you are building a bar, or let's say you're giving out gifts to someone, I don't think that anyone would be upset with either of these choices.
I agree. These would be good choices for gifts, or you having a dinner party and you want some before dinner cocktails.
There you go.
One of these.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's talk about this one. So this one, 1792.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That's a different.
That
thing.
was 1492.
I knew that. I knew something like that.
But this says it's when Kentucky joined the United States, thus the name 1792. And it's a Kentucky, again, a straight bourbon whiskey. This one's at a little over 45%. It's 93.7 proof, so it's a little stronger.
It didn't taste stronger.
It didn't. Actually, they all tasted about the same, but I think we're going to find out that they're not all the same as far as the strength goes. And what about that one?
This last blended one, let's see here. It is 90 proof.
90 proof.
You know, color-wise, that one's a little darker. In the glass, this one was darker. The middle one was darker. But again, this is a Tennessee whiskey blended. Keith mentioned earlier that it was some of you aficionados may know the name Harlan Wheatley, but he is the master distiller and co-founder of this Traveler whiskey, along with Mr. Smooth Tennessee whiskey, Chris Stapleton. It's funny that he sang a song about Tennessee whiskey, and this is Kentucky
whiskey.
Yeah, well, it's good that they border, so he's close enough. Is there anything else on here to talk about? Oh, this one is also from distilled by Buffalo Trace.
Right. Yes, Buffalo Trace.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. So cool.
All right. So, final thoughts?
Again, I would buy any of these again. They're all good sipping whiskeys.
Absolutely.
All good sipping whiskeys. I don't know what else. I guess you can do it in a kind of a mixed drink if you wanted to, but I like it just as it is.
I'm excited to try them on the rocks. Like I said, I like a gentleman's cube and the whiskey, and just sip it. Go out, watch some sports on TV and smoke a cigar.
Yes.
I don't mind. Some people are adamant that no, you got to drink it neat if you want to drink. Well, that's fine. You know what? Everybody has their own opinions, their own tastes. If you want to drink it neat, go drink it neat. That's fine. You want to mix it with Coke? You want to buy an expensive whiskey and mix it with Coke? Go for it. That's your choice.
As long as it's your money.
As long as it's your money. My opinion is if you're mixing it, get the cheap stuff. You don't really need the good stuff. But if you're sipping it, you want something that tastes good. Doesn't have to be overly expensive, as we can see right here. These are 3 good sipping whiskeys. That the most expensive one's only $32.
Yeah. I mean, and I've seen where other people will take an expensive whiskey and get a cheaper one with similar palate, similar notes and all of that, and say, get that one. Maybe we'll do that a little later on where we kind of look at that.
I've actually seen someone else claim that Buffalo Trace is the poor man's Blanton's.
Oh, so I know that you've had some plantings.
I've had plantings.
I have not been blessed in that arena yet, but one day.
Blanton's is very good. Buffalo Trace, as I mentioned, costs $25 for this fifth. A fifth of Blanton's costs upwards of $100.
Oh,
Again, here in North Texas.
Yeah, well, I may be able to handle that. We'll see. We'll see.
We might try a side-by-side taste test of Buffalo Trace and Blanton's and just see what we think.
One day.
So how would you rank these three? Just these three. Which one wins first place? Well, let's start with third place. Which one comes in third place for you?
So I'm probably going to upset some people, but I'm going to say the Buffalo Trace.
It's third place.
Third place.
I think I'm going to agree with you on that.
Oh, okay. Good.
I was torn between these two, which kind of tells you which one I'm going for first place.
Right.
But these two are almost. They could either one be second place in my mind. So
Yeah. Well, see, this one for me, I picked this one a second, but it has some cognac kind of.
yes,
That I think that sweetness kind of reminded me of a cognac.
I see that. I
Yeah,
get that. I
yeah.
didn't think about that before, but I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah.
And obviously, we both think that's the best of the
yeah,
three.
yeah.
That's the winner. They say you get what you pay for. And maybe in this case that rang true because we went from cheapest to most expensive in our ranking as well.
Yeah, and as I think about that, you get what you pay for. Sometimes it's just about what you like, right?
It should always be about what you like.
I misspoke. It is always about what you like.
About what you like. This isn't trying to impress somebody by the expensive whiskey you have.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah,
knowledge you have of whiskey. Or anything like that. This is about finding something that's in your budget that is a good sipping whiskey for you to enjoy.
absolutely.
Like we enjoy.
Guys, you would not be. I don't think you'd be disappointed in any of these.
Not at all.
And if you are, then your taste is just above ours, and that's okay too.
Yeah, your taste can be different than
Or
ours.
is it then your wallet's above ours?
It's possible too. And you know what? When we come back in a future episode and we try some of those more expensive whiskeys, we could change our mind and say, you know what? These are good, but they ain't this good. Or we could find out they're about the same. We don't know. We'll find out. We'll do that in the future. Now, before we go, I do want to ask a favor of you. I want to know what your favorite inexpensive whiskey is.
Good question.
$50 or less for a fifth. And it can be bourbon, it can be a blended whiskey, it can even be a Scotch or an Irish whiskey or something along those lines. What's your favorite whiskey? What do you want us to try? I think we're going to do this again in a future episode where we're going to do nothing but Scotch, nothing but Irish whiskey, or maybe we'll do a Scotch versus an Irish whiskey or things like that. What would you like to see us do?
I am waiting for some suggestions. I think that'd be the good thing. Be a really good thing.
Right. We appreciate all the suggestions we can get, and we're going to read all the comments and take them to heart and try to come up with other videos that you want to see where you want to see certain whiskeys compared by people who are not necessarily experts, but who really enjoy a good whiskey.
We are, what did I say before? Two guys who, with a drink
And a smoke.
and a smoke.
Yeah, we're often with the cigars.
Yeah.
We didn't do that for the tasting, but we often like to sit outside, sip on our whiskey, have a good cigar, maybe watch some sports on the TV while we're enjoying that.
Yeah.
That's a good life right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So thank you all for coming and joining us today when we tasted these three very inexpensive whiskeys, 2 bourbons, 1 blended whiskey. That's what Destination Whiskey is all about, is trying different whiskeys, learning about them, deciding which ones we think are right and which ones might be right for you.
So, Keith, let me ask you this question. Did you think that the blended would come out on top?
I did not. I really didn't. I bought it because I thought it was a novelty. And I thought, we're going to give that a go. I was expecting this to come out on top.
Okay.
I really was. But I might have been biased by the fancy bottle. I really like the bottle. I think it's
I like fancy bottles.
and Buffalo Trace I've heard a lot about, so I was expecting good things out of that too. I knew nothing about Traveler.
Well, I will tell you, this is the first time that I've had either of these two.
Me as well. I had a little bit of that before today, but and I actually had Buffalo Trace the other night at a bar down the street, and but I had it with a rock, and it was different. The rock
It changes.
chilling the whiskey makes a difference in the taste.
It changes.
And it's a difference that I personally like. And again, that's my taste. Your taste may be different.
All right.
Thanks for joining us today.
Please hit that like button.
And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a future video.